What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. You're watching Tom Trips Out, and in this episode I'm going to tell you about what it's like to teach English in Cambodia. My name's Tom. This is my trip out.
Well, hey everybody, come along with me. Take a trip to a place to find without see. Meet people, eat food, see the joy they bring, and how much it costs to try new things. Well, come and watch me on my trip out. My name's Tom. This is my trip out.
So I came out here to Noria Garden. And so if you watch my videos, I always talk a lot about like how to become a teacher. But I haven't talked a lot about, what is the life like here once you've become a teacher. So when you're hired for your first teaching job, it's very exciting, it's nerve-wracking. I can remember standing outside my first class with my notebooks and my lesson plan and everything, and okay, go in, and there's like 25 kids and they're all expecting you to be the teacher, like this is your job, and they don't know this is like your very first time ever in life like doing it. So a typical day for a teacher. So where I worked at the international school, all the teachers had to be there before 7:30, but classes didn't really start until 8:30, and none of us really had class until 8:30, and they would be like 50-minute periods, and then there's 10 minutes to like get to the next class. And the way it worked at my school is the students would stay in the same classroom, and it's the teachers that moved around. So when the bell rings, they have 10 minutes to like shake off their energy or like just step outside the class for those 10 minutes. But they'll be coming right back into the same class, and a new teacher comes in for like, oh, now it's English class, and I come in. And the way it normally works is you have to be there for the 8 hours a day, like full time. But you don't have 8 hours of teaching classes. So throughout the day you'll have spare periods, which is like a period where you have no class to teach. So you would go back to the teacher area, teacher lounge, and you could chill, you could take a nap on your desk, or you could, what you should do is like marking and lesson planning and, maybe creating a quiz, or, doing all your admin work. So often, even though you're there for 8 hours, if it's a light day, depending on your schedule, you could have some days where you only teach like 3 classes in that whole day, and all the other periods are spare or lunch. But then you might have like 1 day a week where, because it was unbalanced that way, then that means there'll be 1 day that's like really full of classes. So you might have another day where you have like 5 classes that you teach, and you'd be like, oh, I hate Wednesdays, I have only lunch and 1 spare, and I'm teaching every single period. But, Mondays are my favorite because I only have 3 classes and the rest are all spare periods. From what I've seen too, it's like a really friendly working environment. Teachers often share resources with each other, especially if you're teaching the same grade. And with technology now, it's so easy. Like you're in a Telegram group together and you just share files and PDFs and slideshows and links to things. And sometimes people ask me, how do you teach there when it's so hot? Is there air conditioning? Well, yes, there's air conditioning at my school, and sometimes there would be like a power outage, but depending on the circuits, all the lights would go out, but the air conditioner would stay on. And if you want to follow in my footsteps, or you're wondering what program did I take, I've put a link in the description below to AVSE TESOL. It's government accredited, and they line you up with a job placement afterwards. Takes place in the country, and it's 4 weeks, or you could do it online at home and take your time with it, and it's a little bit cheaper that way. If you're already certified or you get your certificate some other way, they have a couple side programs as well just to line you up with a job, called Teaching Jobs Abroad program. So check out the link, you can read about the different programs. So take a look. If you decide to enroll in any, just put Tom Trips Out as the referral. So holidays, how much time do you get off at Christmas, or do you get a March break, or do you get what do you get off? Every school is different, but from my experience, and for the most part, they don't really celebrate many Western holidays, but they have many Cambodian holidays. But for instance, Christmas, I had 0 time off. They were going to give us Christmas Day, but Christmas Day was on a weekend, and so they were like, oh well, whatever, you already had it off. It was a Sunday or something. So we didn't get any like working day off for Christmas at all. But I know other teachers that they get like a week off. What's cool about some of the Cambodian holidays is they're more than 1 day. But they have like Water Festival or Khmer New Year or the king's birthday, or like they have their own like Labor Day thing, and so there's all these different holidays, and they actually have more than we do in the West. So you won't get the ones you're used to getting, but you'll get a whole bunch of other ones off. One problem I ran into at my school, and it wasn't really a problem because I just went with it, but they wouldn't really let you use your vacation time whenever you want to. There'd be certain times throughout the year where it's between semesters and maybe there's like a week off for the students and they're waiting for their report cards and stuff like that, like halfway through the year. And there might be like a 10-day period where there's no school, but the teachers still have to come to school every day and we're just doing nothing, or like working, finishing the report cards or doing admin and stuff. And then they would say to us, okay, so now is the time where you can use your vacation time. Like basically when it's not going to inconvenience them to have to substitute you like while you're gone. So they're like, they're basically like, wait till all the students are off and then use your vacation time as much as you want, like right now. So do you get any perks from being a teacher? Well, some schools have it. If you have kids yourself, they get a big discount on the tuition at the school you work at. Another big perk you get as a teacher is you get to go on the field trips sometimes. And also a lot of schools will do an annual staff trip where they take you out somewhere and they pay for it. And like we did, the school I worked at, they took us to this really huge, nice hotel in Siem Reap with a giant pool, and we kind of broke off and did our own thing. So it was a really cool trip. So how do I love teaching? So I've been doing it for about 2 years now, and I would say there's no other job that I would rather do than teaching English. I love it in slightly smaller doses. What I noticed is when I was getting to the grind of working full-time, or I had a week with a lot of classes, I would notice by about 1 or 2 p.m. in the afternoon, I would feel like, oh, I've like had enough, and there's still another 2 more hours. And I've noticed now that I've been doing more just teaching part-time online, and I love it because it's never like too much. It's just a few hours here and there. And you get to keep the enjoyment and the love of it without, overdoing it with too much hours. The role of teacher, the position of teacher, is much more highly respected here. Like they go, oh, teacher, teacher. And you always have to dress in like a shirt and a tie, and it's a position that people look up to, and the students like their teacher, and when they leave the room, they like thank you. They're like, thank you, teacher, thank you so much. They like really appreciate that they get to learn English from you. And there's like families out there that their kids like wish they could go to school. So yeah, I would highly recommend this life. What are you waiting for? Get out here and become a teacher. My biggest regret is not coming out sooner. I have lots of friends here that are like 24, 25, 26 years old, and we're all like so happy with the way our lives are now, and you're all 10 years younger than me. I'm 10 years late to this party. Like they're all lucky they have an extra 10 years more than I'm 38 years old. So get out here. My biggest regret is not coming sooner. Check out AVSE. It's the best way to get started. They help you with everything from entry requirements, guiding you through visas. They line you up with a job after the course. They send you to real schools where you get to observe the teacher teach a whole class, and you do it several times for different age groups, different types of schools, so you get a feel for what different age levels are like. And then you go back and you take over the class, and so you get real practice during the course. So again, AVSE, the link's in the description. Read about it yourself, and if you go for it, put Tom Trips out. And yeah, that's going to do it for this episode. Thanks for watching, and until next time, remember, how you spend your days is the way you spend your life. It's never too late to start tripping out.
My name's Tom.